What's up, guys? It's me here. So, if there's one thing that's common between all of us, regardless of where we live or what we do for a living, is that we all use smartphones. But despite their popularity, it's hard to imagine how much more popular they could get from this point on. And why are they going to overtake laptops by 2025? Well, to answer that question, a market research firm conducted a survey where they asked people which device they will be using in 2025, and the results actually surprised even them. According to this report, almost half of all respondents from US, UK, and Germany said they would primarily use a smartphone in 2025. In fact, the report states that smartphone penetration will increase from 69% today to 78% in 3 years. On the other hand, laptop penetration will go down from 54% to 48%. In simple terms, this means that more than 3 out of every 4 people will be using a smartphone, but only about 2 out of every 5 people will be using a laptop in 2025. And the biggest surprise here is not the fact that smartphones will overtake laptops, but it's actually the rate at which it's happening. The survey was conducted in the first quarter of 2022, so the numbers could have changed by now. But even if they did, I don't think it would have been enough for the firms to completely disregard their earlier prediction. If you take a look at the previous reports, they had predicted that smartphone users would overtake laptops by 2027. But it looks like the progress has been faster than anticipated, and that's because of a few reasons. First, smartphones have reached a saturation point in terms of innovation. We haven't seen any major design changes since the iPhone X in 2017. Almost all the new smartphones that launch these days look pretty much the same. And since there aren't many new things to talk about, companies are now focusing on making the existing product cheaper than ever. For example, the new Pixel 7a is going to cost $499, which is actually very good for the price. But the sad part is that it doesn't even have a charger inside the box. On the other hand, laptops still have years of innovation left in them. Foldable and rollable laptops are just starting to hit the market, and by 2025, who knows how advanced they would get. So while smartphones are becoming more affordable, laptops are also becoming cheaper at the same time, with the introduction of Chromebooks. This is the reason why most people would prefer to buy a laptop over a smartphone in 2025. But that's not the whole picture, because a lot of people already own a laptop. In fact, 38% of Americans said they would not purchase another computer in the next 3 years, which means the majority of them would rather use the device they already own instead of buying a new one. And this number increases when we talk about Gen Z and millennials. Only 18% of Gen Z and 28% of millennials said they would buy a laptop in 2025. Other than the economic uncertainty, the primary reason for this is the rise of mobile apps that can replace most of the tasks a laptop can perform. For example, Microsoft Office is now available as a mobile app, and it's pretty powerful too. You can easily write and edit documents on the go, collaborate with others, and even download the files in Microsoft Word format. Same goes for Google Docs, Sheets, and Slides. Canva, which is a great tool for creating thumbnails, posters, presentations, and whatnot, is also available as a mobile app. And not just that, mobile-friendly versions of most popular websites now exist. Even when you're browsing the internet, you can access all the websites on mobile data, and there's literally no difference between the desktop and mobile version of most websites. With all that being said, I don't think laptops will become obsolete anytime soon. There are some tasks that are best performed on a laptop, and people would not want to compromise on that experience. But one thing's for sure, smartphones have come a long way, and they're only getting better. With the recent advancements in AI, we'll see some incredible features built into our phones. So just sit back, relax, and let the kidney jokes begin. Of course, let me know your thoughts down in the comments. As always, see you in the next video.